Of love, don't you love like when you look back on memories where like you stayed at the restaurant a bit too late because you were just like so
Yes.
into the conversation and like the waiters are looking at you and like, or like you stay at the beach way too long talking and you're freezing, like those are really beautiful memories where like
Yes.
the moment was more important than the surroundings. Or yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hi Morgan, how are you
Wait,
doing this week? What are you eating? What are you up to?
hold on. I can't even see you right now. I feel like I had to minimize. I'm good. I can't stop eating these peanut butter pretzel nuggets.
Wait, yeah, what can I see them?
Yeah. It's so embarrassing. I bought these for the beach, but yet look at this.
Peanut butter pretzels. We had those, like Devin love is obsessed with them. Like we had them in the house constantly.
Yeah, so every time I visit Aaron or Aaron visits me, we have them. And Aaron just came to town. My friend Aaron just came to town, so I had to buy them. But they're so dangerous because they're addicting. And I have a cold and I just want all the comforting things to like be at all. You don't even want to know the station that I have going on here around me. I had like a thing of strawberries, a smoothie, some tea, water, cough drops, medicine, these.
It's the sick self-care station and
It is.
I love it.
Yeah, me too.
Well,
So,
what are we doing today?
well, you came up with this brilliant idea because I'm not feeling super well. We're going to do something light and fun and going off of the tests that we took for our personalities. There's also another personality test, but it's about our love languages.
Yeah, Morgan and I, before we started recording, we're having this really interesting conversation about our relationships and our partners and how we like to give and receive love. And it just kind of hit me like we should talk about that. And I think a good way to formalize it is around the test, but I think it can kind of bring up a lot of interesting talking points. I know in a previous episode, we had a pretty wonderful conversation about how we learn about love, and this should be a good extension of that.
I think so. I think it's, first of all, I love this test because you can actually use it to get to know your friends better. It doesn't actually have to mean it's just for your romantic relationships. It's something that you can get to know yourself better, as well as like your relationships with your neighbors, your friends, or your parents, or your family. It's just like an overall good thing to know about yourself. And I love how it can be applied to all of those different structures in our life.
Yeah, so maybe we can do it a similar way to how we did the other tests. Like,
okay,
either you or I can share our screen just to, I don't know, show kind of what we're looking at.
Yeah, why don't you share the screen this time?
Okay.
Because I did last time, and then everyone can see we just are on 5lovelanguages.com.
Wait, they have different tests. I'm just going back. I'm just sharing my screen now.
Oh my God.
Oh.
I like literally wasn't dying any of the time that we were talking. Now all of a sudden I'm dying.
No.
I know.
Oh, I see. Quizzes at the top. There's love, apology, anger. Is that what you mean?
Well, if you even click the start here.
Wow.
Yeah,
okay,
wait, go
see.
back to, if you go back to home, it says start here, and then
yep. Oh
begin,
my God.
yeah, begin teen quiz and singles and
oh my God, this is there's so much more.
This was really not what it was when I took it the first time. It was like just
there's just one. Yeah, I'm so curious about the apology and anger one. Like so curious.
So good. Should we start with the love and then see how long it takes?
Yeah, totally.
Okay, maybe we could just buzz through it.
So I assume we just do the couples quiz, right?
Yes.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah. I think so, right?
5 love languages quiz for couples. I assume. Yeah, I don't know. You're doing
Vegan
it.
couples quiz. Yeah.
Okay. So it's just asking a lot of the kind of basic questions, your age and all of that.
Okay.
Married or in a relationship? Have you read the 5 love languages? I haven't read that. Have you?
No.
All right. So we're getting into the
Okay.
questions. Are you?
Okay.
Let me know when you're there.
I'm there.
Okay. Do you see the same one I see? It's more meaningful to me when,
Mhm.
okay, I receive a
Yeah.
loving note, text, email for no special reason from a loved one, or my partner and I hug. Same.
Both.
I know. I was thinking the exact same thing. I think if I had to pick a loving note, I really love language. I think I'm going to go with the note.
Mm.
I want it all. The
I
love language
know.
is like 100% on all of them. I need literally everything.
Um, this is funny that I'm already stumped because I think like in my past, my initial like response would be like, I receive a loving note, text, email for no special reason. That would be like my go-to. But like right now in my relationship, a hug is like so powerful. Like every time we like
Mhm.
have an intense hug, I'm like, oh my gosh, this just like fuels me for the rest of the day.
Yeah. Go with what your gut
I'm gonna
says.
do my partner and I hug.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like, I'm probably going to be stumped on a few of these. That was the first one. Same thing. I was kind of stumped on.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't want to think too much about this. I think I'm leaning more towards this.
Yeah. Okay. Let's just go through them.
All right.
We'll be good at this.
You want to do the next one?
Sure. It's more meaningful to me when I can spend alone time with my partner, just the two of us, or my partner does something practical to help me out. Definitely spend alone time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's more meaningful to me when my partner gives me a little gift as a token of our love for each other, or I get to spend uninterrupted leisure time with my partner. I'm going to do uninterrupted time.
Me too.
And
oh yeah, it's more meaningful to me when my partner unexpectedly does something for me, like filling my car or doing the laundry, or my partner and I touch.
I think touch for me.
Yeah. There was this one time, I will like do a little tiny story. This is when I knew that like my current partner like really liked me. Was one time I left some clothes in his dryer, and when I got to his house, he was folding my clothes for me.
So sweet.
And I walked into the bedroom and I was like, "Aw, you must really like me." And he was like, "I knew that's what you were gonna say." He
You
like
know what's
already
like
predicted.
strange? I haven't really been with anyone that has done that, like really anything, big or small, like little things like that. The
Yeah.
one big thing that Devin does for me is food. Like he loves
Yes. Oh
cooking,
my
and
God.
like he cooks like
Yes.
breakfast, lunch, and dinner for me. And
Mhm.
even when he left, I don't even think I told you this, like off camera, he made all these meals, like they're all in the freezer. Like he has like
What?
homemade tomato soup, he has
What?
like sauce, he has like kind of marinated like chicken for
Oh
salads, he
my
has like,
God.
it's like all these different things, all these like food things that are like pre-made. I'm like kind of picking on, I'm like, do you really think I am incapable of feeding myself? He's like, I just want to make sure you have food when I'm gone.
Oh my God. He's like really taking care of you. That is so sweet. I can't take this. I'm not really crying. I'm just like tearing up because I'm sick, but who knows? You know?
All right. It's more meaningful
Okay.
to me when my partner puts their arm around me when we're in public, or my partner surprises me with a gift.
I think like the gift.
I was leaning towards the gift,
I don't
but
know.
I wasn't, I'm trying to figure out why.
I love it when there's like a little act of public displays of affection. I guess I do long for that when we're out.
Yeah, I think I get anxious, but it's just like a gay thing. Like I remember
Yeah.
many, many times I actually asked partners to stop touching me actually because I was scared
Yeah.
about
Oh,
like repercussions
God.
and stuff. So I think there's always a little bit of
Jesus.
anxiety. I don't want to be like hurt or like I don't know.
Yeah. Ugh. Okay. That's like, man, I will never have
It
to
got
experience something
dark.
like that. I'm so sorry. I don't mean to like even be laughing. That's terrible. Ugh, okay. So why don't we just like go with the gift? um I think I'm actually gonna say the public thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's more meaningful to me when I'm around my partner, even if we're not really doing anything. Or I hold hands with my partner. Kind of similar, but
It's like, what if we were around our partners, not really doing anything and holding hands?
yeah, that's kind of like, yeah, this one
Okay.
almost seems kind of silly. I don't know even if I have a gut, like which way I'm leaning.
Maybe it's the hold hands with my partner thing, like in public or like out, like at the mall or at a carnival, or you know what I mean? Or like in the car when you're driving.
I love holding hands in the car.
Me too. It's one of my faves, of
I think
course.
I'll go with
Okay.
that. I think I'll go with that.
I'm going to say if I'm around my partner, because I just love being like, I like being alone, but I think like in my specific situation, it's always been so much better if we're just like in the same room with each other.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, it's more meaningful to me when my partner gives me a gift or I hear I love you from my partner. I
It's
mean,
definitely more meaningful. Yeah, to hear I love you.
it's just like, okay. Okay. Are you gonna say the next one?
Yes, it's more
Okay.
meaningful to me when I sit close to my partner or I am complimented by my loved one for no apparent reason.
Oh, definitely complimented.
Yeah,
We love a good random compliment.
yes, yeah.
It's so sweet. I love that. It's more meaningful to me when I get the chance to just hang out with my partner or I unexpectedly get small gifts from my partner. Did we do this one already?
These questions seem so similar in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do hang out with my partner
Yeah, me too.
because I keep thinking about the word meaningful. Like, what's more meaningful? Like, I like, I don't
Quality
know. Yeah,
times.
yeah.
Yeah. Um, okay. It's more meaningful to me when I hear my partner tell me I'm proud of you, or my partner helps me with a task.
I'm probably gonna do I'm proud of you, but
Me too.
yeah,
Me too. I
yeah.
think because like here I think about like individuality and how like it is important like for both of us. I'm speaking, you can like say if this is wrong, but I think it's important to us to have our own like craft in our own life. And
Hmm.
like it's not always like super important that they know every little detail of that, or that's why we have this is like you and I can talk about painting, we can talk about our studio practices, we don't like necessarily need our partners, but I love the acknowledgement that I'm like doing something, because And that like acknowledgement of being proud, it feels a lot more authentic to me than like, oh, okay, I'll help you with this. Or
Yeah, yeah, I
yeah,
totally agree with that.
yeah, like they won't really understand like what they're helping us with, you know what I mean?
Hmm.
Or why that really means a lot. Like I feel like I can do most everything on my own.
Well, yeah, I was gonna add that too. Like I'm kind of a bit of a control
Self-sufficient.
freak
Yeah.
too. I'm like, I'll just do the laundry. Like
Too.
it's
Yeah.
fine. I'll just like I don't really need help.
Definitely me too. I'm like, I'll just do it all. Like, just let me do it all. Okay. It's the next one.
Um, it's more meaningful to me when I get to do things with my partner or I hear supportive words from my partner. Um,
Mm, I think supportive words
yeah,
is more meaningful.
yeah, I think so.
It always like it's like yeah, it just gets me going. I'm like, okay, I can believe in myself
Hmm.
now. Thanks. Um, it's more meaningful to me when my partner does things for me instead of just talking about doing nice things, or I feel connected to my partner through a hug.
These are also similar.
I know. This doesn't feel like five love languages. It feels like two.
I know. I mean, we are only
Very
37%,
curious.
but
That's
maybe
true.
it'll, I don't know, maybe, yeah, I'm not sure.
We'll start
This seems
shifting.
different from the one I did, but
Me too. Okay.
we'll
But this
continue
is the
regardless.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
All right.
I I'm leaning towards um I was kind of leaning towards doing nice things instead of just talking about doing nice things.
I am gonna do that one because here's the thing, like so many times you hear like we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that. Like,
Yeah.
but when they actually follow through, it's like, oh my gosh,
Yeah.
let's get married right now.
Exactly. Yeah, well said. Like
Yeah.
some of
Yeah.
these, the way I'm able to decide to pick one over the other
Mhm.
is like the way that things are written. And that question seems like it was written to be interpreted exactly like you just
Yeah.
said, you know?
Like following through with your word.
Yep.
Yeah. Um, it's more meaningful to me when I hear praise from my partner, or my partner, oh my gosh, gives me something that shows he or she was really thinking about me.
I'm gonna do praise.
Mhm.
It's more meaningful to me when I'm able to just be around my partner. I've never read that one before. Or I get a back rub or a massage.
Mm.
Probably back rub. Because
Yeah,
one is
I'm like,
like I'm still around my partner when they're touching me. like
exactly. I'm like,
it's like, do you
yeah.
want to be sitting next to your partner or be touching your partner? Obviously.
So funny. Okay. It's more meaningful to me when my partner reacts positively to something I've accomplished, or my partner does something for me that I know they don't particularly enjoy.
Oh,
Definitely reacts to something positive for me.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Okay, we're 50% done. So hopefully
Woohoo.
these questions start to get a little different.
Yeah. More meaningful to me when my partner and I kiss frequently, or I sense my partner is showing interest in the things I care about.
Well, I'm going to do showing interest. I love being asked about my life, and curiosity is always a
Mm.
really hot thing.
Yeah, I think I'll go that. I'm actually kind of in the middle, but I think I'll go that route
Mhm.
too.
I do wish that this was a little bit more like the personality test where there was like a range of where
Yeah.
we felt with the things, but
Yes.
yeah,
I know, me too.
no.
It's tough.
Um,
Okay,
yeah.
so my partner works on special projects with me that I have to complete, or my partner gives me an exciting gift. Wow. I'm gonna do special projects.
Um, yeah.
I love like working on things together. I mean,
Yeah.
I think back to when Devin and I first moved to this apartment with such
Hmm.
fondness and happiness. And mostly it was like struggle. Like we got bruises and
Yeah.
cuts and like blisters, but we were
Yeah.
like smiling and painting the rooms and accomplishing everything we needed to accomplish
Yeah.
together. It was really special.
I really like that too. That's the one I chose as well because I just feel so much like happiness when like there's some common ground, in the relationship or somewhere we can like meet and like both be doing something together in a project. Like doesn't have to necessarily be mine or his, but like in particular, like I love running lines with Max, like his
Mhm.
like for like acting. It's like so fun for me to like just do that with him. And it's like really helping him out, but it's also really fun for me. And I like that. Okay. So the next one is it's more meaningful to me when I'm complimented by my partner on my appearance, or my partner takes the time to listen to me and really understand my feelings.
Oh, finally, one that was
Ugh.
easy. My feelings. That was the
Definitely
easiest
feelings.
one.
Definitely feelings. Um, it's more meaningful to me when my partner and I share non-sexual touch in public, or my partner offers to run errands for me.
Um,
Okay,
my
I'm gonna do
partner
the errands.
offers. Yeah, hmm. Yeah, I think that's really
Yeah,
sweet. Yeah,
yeah, it is.
yeah, okay.
Yeah, the
I'm
other
like,
day, like I was like texting Max and he was like on his way over and he's like, what do you need? I was like, food. And then I was like, and toilet paper. And I like wasn't expecting him to get toilet paper. And he brought toilet paper. I was
it's
like, you
so
didn't have to
sweet.
stop at the store extra. I was like just kind of making a joke. He's like, well, you said you needed it. I was like, that's so cute.
That's so sweet.
I know. Okay, what's the next one?
It's more meaningful to me when my partner does a bit more than their normal share of responsibilities that we share around the house, work related, etc. Or I get a gift that I know my partner put thought into choosing.
Again, I'm gonna go with like the control thing here because like I mean we don't live together, but like I don't mind like doing the things that are more like those things. Um, cleaning the house, picking up the things. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm kind of leaning more towards the gift here, even though I've kind of
Yeah.
shunned away from that. But I'm just imagining, like, all right, like I always do the dishes, I always do the laundry. Like, I'm just imagining
Mm,
if Devin did
yeah.
that versus like getting a gift. I feel like I'd be like,
Yeah.
wow, more wow over the gift than like the
Yeah.
dishes. Does that make sense?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Um, it's more meaningful to me when my partner doesn't check his or her phone while we're talking, or my partner goes out of their way to do something that relieves
Oh my
pressure on
gosh,
me.
I'm doing the phone. Yes.
Oh, me too.
I didn't even need to hear the other one. I didn't even care what it
I
was.
didn't either. I don't even know. I've already forgotten what the other thing was, which I probably would have liked too. But like that one is like definitely.
I love like uninterrupted, like no phone, no
Ugh,
TV, no like
love it.
distraction. Yeah.
Yep.
It's more meaningful
Okay.
to me when I can look forward to a holiday because of the gift I anticipate receiving, or I hear the words, I appreciate
Oh,
you from my partner. I'm going to do it. I appreciate you.
me too. Okay. It's more meaningful to me when my partner brings me a little gift after they he or she has been traveling without me, or my partner takes care of something I'm responsible to do, but I feel too stressed to do it at the time. Definitely the stress, like the
Yeah.
takes care of something responsible.
Yeah. That's what I'm going to do
We're
too.
both not really gifty people, huh?
I guess not. I guess not.
Yeah.
um,
I mean, I do like, anyways, we'll continue.
yeah, I think that's the thing. Like, I really feel like I like all five. I really appreciate
Me too.
everything. So, and that's probably why it's a lot of times it's a little difficult to choose. But
Yeah.
All right. It's more meaningful to me when my partner doesn't interrupt me while I'm talking, or gift giving is an important part of our relationship. Doesn't
Oh
interrupt
my
that.
God.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God. It happens. Like, it like breaks my heart. Like, do you know what breaks my heart the most? And this can happen with like anyone, even if it's a friend. Like, if I'm like, like talking about something, like, and I'm like in it, and I'm like, I just like really like was upset when like this happened. And then all of a sudden they're like, we should go. Like, we should leave. Like, if we're like going to going somewhere, or like wrapping up dinner, or like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
If
I
it's
do.
like that's the response, I'm like, shoot me. Why don't
Wow,
you
you
just
weren't
take a gun
listening.
and shoot
You
me?
you
Yeah. I'm
don't
like,
care. Yeah. And actually on the reverse, like
like,
I kind of love, don't you love like
oh,
when you look back on memories where like you stayed at the restaurant a bit too late because you were just like so
yes.
into the conversation, and like the waiters are looking at you, and like, or like you stay at the beach way too long talking and you're freezing. Like those are really beautiful memories where like
Yes.
the moment was more important than the surroundings, or yeah.
Yeah. Beautifully said. It's more meaningful to me when my partner helps me out when he or she knows I'm already tired, or I get to go somewhere while spending time with my partner.
I'll probably do spending time again.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
more meaningful to me when my partner and I are physically intimate, or my partner gives me a little gift. Oh my God. Um, I'm gonna do physically intimate.
Me too. Okay. It's more meaningful to me when my partner says something encouraging to me, or I get to spend time in a shared activity or hobby with my partner. Ooh. This is a hard one.
It's more meaningful to me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do spend time doing the activity or
Yeah.
hobby.
Same with me. Okay. What's the next one, Kevin?
My partner surprises me with a small token of their appreciation, perhaps a
A
gift,
gift?
or my partner and I touch a lot during the normal course of the day.
Oh.
I'm gonna do, it's more meaningful when we touch a lot.
Yeah, I don't know. This one's hard for me because like sometimes I don't go like all day even like thinking about it.
Mhm.
And we're like, and then I finally like go over and like give him a hug or something, and he's like, how come we haven't done this all day long? This is crazy. But like also I feel like small token of their appreciation is like the food thing. But maybe it's not, because it's like
Mm.
more of a surprise. Partner surprises me. Okay, scratch that, edit that out. I'm just gonna do my partner and I touch a lot during a normal course of the day.
Well, yeah, I mean, it is hard. Like, yeah, I love like small tokens of appreciation. Like,
Yeah.
Devin a lot of times will get like cash back at like gas stations and stuff. And of course, you can't just get cash back. So like he'll get like those little like 50-cent like caramel things, and I'll bring those home, and like I'm like, yay, thank you. Like I it doesn't take
Aw,
much. Like I love
no,
small tokens of, yeah, like
same with me. I'm like, oh my God, a pack of gum. Thank
thank
you.
you. Oh, you
So
you took half
nice.
of it. Oh, I love it.
We are sharing it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's more
Okay.
meaningful to me when my partner helps me out, especially if I know they're already busy. Or I hear my partner specifically tell me, I appreciate you.
Hmm.
I like, okay, so it says my partner helps me out, especially if I know they're busy. I think that implies that like they are
Are
making a
also,
choice to
yeah.
help because they know I need and want it, I'm assuming, which I'm also assuming is something I'm really stressed about and maybe like I don't know. I don't know.
I'm like, what's the scenario here? I guess we can't really like dive into scenarios with these as much as like our gut reaction. Like,
I'm kind of thinking about going with getting help from my partner.
me too, because it just means that they're thinking about you even when they're busy.
Yeah.
And that's really meaningful.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you still thought of me even though you're really busy. That's so sweet.
And, I like hearing I appreciate you, but it just, I don't know, like,
Yeah. It's like, okay, well then show me.
yeah.
In this way, it's like showing me.
Yeah.
The next one is, it's more meaningful to me when my partner and I embrace after we've been apart for a while, or I hear my partner say how much I mean to him or her, or they or
I
them.
I really like again, I think have to read into a lot of these in order to choose. And I think I'm gonna go with I hear my partner say how much I mean to him. Like I really
Me too.
the reason
Ooh,
I'm
it's
kind of
done.
leaning towards that is like I love when people are just like not just say that I mean something to them, but also why. And like I love kind of all that mushy gushy shit. So
Shut up.
so I don't know, like I think that's really special just hearing that. Or even like getting a note or something, like a love letter, perhaps.
Uh,
Yeah, I think there's a lot of
Devin,
power.
if you're listening, I really love letters personally, like stamped to our address.
I think there's a lot of power in words and
No,
language and
there
like,
are.
hey, you are so special to me and I've been thinking about you and I saw this the other day and it reminded me of like, I don't know, I
Yeah.
really
Yeah, I agree because, but at the same time, like words, people can be really good at saying words and not really like meaning them as well.
totally.
So it just depends on the right type of language we're talking about. Like,
Exactly.
it's definitely has to be backed up with like some real authentic authenticity.
Yeah, it's crazy because I think actually words can mean nothing to me if they feel inauthentic
If they feel
or
empty, it's like,
empty or kind of rehearsed or I don't know, like
or
it
if they
has to
want
be,
something in return.
yeah, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, because you and I are really good at like hearing that from other people. I feel like we're intuitive enough to know where their like intentions are coming from.
Yeah.
um okay, well, that's 100% done, and I would not be surprised. I'm not surprised at all about my results.
Wait, you're all done?
Yeah.
I have one more for some reason, even though it says 100%. The
What
last
is
one,
it?
the last one for me says, I'm complimented by my partner on my appearance, or I'm around my partner even if we're not doing anything. That's
But we did that one already.
I know, it just came up. I don't know.
Oh, a little glitch. Ruh-roh, gonna have to call them out.
All right. Let's see what you already have yours.
Yeah.
Okay. So just a little background about my results. I did this not that long ago because it came up, I think, on Instagram. And I'm just pulling up the results from okay, here we go. I'm just curious if they are similar.
Oh my
They are,
gosh.
they're actually very similar, slightly different though. But what's your number one?
Oh my gosh. Ours are different.
Oh, cool. Well, I feel like we answered the same for a lot of things,
I know.
but
Mine is okay. I just need to like get to it. Mine is 33% quality time is my love language. Yeah, quality time. And then physical touch is 20% for me. And words of affirmation are 27%, so the second highest. My lowest are acts of service at 17% and receiving gifts at a whopping 3%.
Wow. Okay. Kind of similar, kind of different.
Yeah.
Same with like the first time I took this. The first time I took it, words of affirmation it was number one, and it still
Me
is.
too.
Now it's 32. Before it was 33. My lowest is the exact same, receiving gifts. Now I'm getting 6%. Last time I got 7%, so pretty much the same. Second is quality time this time, which is 29%.
Wow.
And before it was 23, so that's a little different. And next was physical touch. I got 16% today. And actually last time I took this, I got 27%, which is the second highest. And then acts of service is the exact same. It's the second lowest. I got 16% now. So
wow,
kind of similar. But the biggest difference is the physical touch thing. There's a major difference with what I filled out today and what I got last time. But other than that, very similar.
I wonder what that means. I mean, I think we can shift and grow through our needs with different partners too. Like I took this years ago with when I was with somebody else, and my biggest one was, I can remember, it was words of affirmation. My top ones were words of affirmation and acts of service. Yeah, I just remember that being a thing. So I'm gonna read what my love language is,
which was
quality time. And this is how they define it. They say, in the vernacular of quality time, nothing says I love you like full undivided attention. Being there for this type of person is critical, but really being there with the TV off, fork and knife down, and all chores and tasks on standby makes your significant other feel truly special and loved. Distractions, postponed dates, or the failure to listen can be especially hurtful. Quality time also means sharing quality conversation and quality activities.
Yeah, like hearing you read that, like, this is also complicated. I think that this makes sense. Like quality time is 29%, words of affirmation are 32%. Like when I'm looking at their definition of words of affirmation, I actually don't really connect with it, but I'll read it anyway. It just says actions don't always speak louder than words. If this is your love language, unsolicited compliments mean the world to you. Hearing the words I love you are important. Hearing the reasons behind that love sends your spirit skyward. Insults can leave you shattered and are not easily forgotten. Kind, encouraging, and positive words are truly life-giving. I guess I feel strongly about what I was talking about earlier, which is like, I love language and having conversations about why I'm important to my partner, and also doing the same in reverse. Like I still write love letters to my partner. I still tell them, I don't know, I like being really verbal and having them be really verbal back about how we feel about each other, our love for one another. But some of the stuff seems kind of stupid, to be honest. Like kind, encouraging, positive words. Like, I don't really need necessarily like
a pat on the back like every single day.
Like unsolicited compliments. I don't really care that much about that. What I really care about is more like meaningful language, like really not necessarily hearing a compliment, but more the why, if that makes sense. Like why am I so important to you? If someone's like, hey, you're really important to me, that would mean virtually nothing to me, to be honest. Like why? What do you mean? Can you tell me more about that? Like
I agree.
The thing after that is really important. And actually it seems like your description kind of hit more of that, like quality time, with
Yeah.
like phones down, no technology is.
Well, it's not far off. It's like
Yeah.
they're 3% different. So I think that we can just safely assume that yours is quality time just as much as words of affirmation, and same with me. They kind of go hand in hand in the same way that we like want someone to just be authentic in their time, in their words, with everything. I mean, it'd be great. I mean, I think this is the tricky thing with tests like this. It's not as deep as the personality test. It's definitely not created by people from surviving World War II, but this is created by just I forget who created this, but their name. But I just think it's tricky to like have like an overall assumption that this is what it is, but it can at least, I'm curious to see like the different types of tests you can take with singles and couples and men and teens and children or military.
Right.
I have all these different ones. It's like,
yeah, totally. Like I got exactly what I wanted to today and the other time I took it, which is like an overall kind of knowledge about what is more important than other things. Just a rough kind of language around that. And that's exactly what I got. The structure of this, I really connect with overall, like receiving gifts. I'm not surprised is the lowest. And then quality time, words of affirmation, like totally not surprised that that's at the top. So in the grand scheme of things, I think this is actually really spot on with who I am.
Good. Yeah, I agree. And for me as well.
With the acknowledgement that we are way more deeply complex than these.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Exactly. But
well, I think that's pretty much it.
It's just a little fun little episode. And we'd love to hear your results if anyone takes this test or already knows their love language.
Yeah, you know what?
That would be cute.
I want to know why. I'm aggressive today.
You know what?
I want you to tell me what your love language is and why. Tell me why. Why are acts of service important to you? Why are gifts important? I'm so curious.
I know. Because I definitely have people that I know that their love languages are like strong in gifts and strong in different things. And I'm like so curious to why. And maybe some of our listeners will be able to tell us that. I'm also really interested, Kevin, in taking the like different quizzes that they have, like on apology and anger.
I'm so curious. Like, that's real. I've never heard of that in my life, and I'm really curious to take those too.
Well, I'm gonna do like a little preview for you and everybody. Because I clicked on the apology one. And it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different answers like you can choose from.
Oh.
And
it's a similar length.
The way yes, I think it's probably even longer because there's 5 things to choose from. But this is what it's like. This is the state in which they say it. It says your spouse failed to acknowledge your wedding anniversary. If you're not married, assume you're in this scenario. He or she would say. And they have like 5 different things that person would say.
Okay, I'm on it now too. Wow.
I can't believe I forgot you and our marriage are so important to me. I'm so sorry. Or there's no excuse for me forgetting. What was I thinking? Or what can I do to prove my love for you? You can bet I won't forget next year. I'm going to circle the date on my calendar. I know you are hurt, but can you ever forgive me?
Wow. Yeah. So this one would take longer,
a long time.
I think, because there's more answers, more to kind of consider and dig into. This is really, really interesting. Cool. Yeah. I'm definitely we should do this on another.
Yeah, we should. I'm also want to do the anger one.
I know. Yeah. Those are kind of more interesting actually than the love language almost.
Yeah.
But maybe just because they're new and exciting.
Yeah,
Okay, just as a quick preview, what would your first answer be to this? Just because it's up on my computer right now and I'm looking
to
at
the
it.
apology one.
Mhm.
It would be the first one, I think.
That's what I was gonna say. Yeah.
I can't believe I forgot you and our marriage are so important to me. I'm so sorry.
Yep.
It just feels like that's the most honest answer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll have to do more of
Yeah.
these in the future. It's
Mhm.
endlessly interesting.
I just loved getting to know more about you, Kevin.
Same. It was like I kind of
As
felt like
always.
the whole time we were answering the same
I
things,
know.
but so it was kind of interesting
Yeah.
to see that it was slightly different. Kind of the same, but slightly different.
I know. It's the same but different.
Thank you all for listening.
Yes, sorry. I'll have more oomph next week when I'm recovered from this cold, and be a good human and just like wear your mask. Like the CDC says, like, like live your life. And that is what I did. And look at what happened to me. If you have a cold and you need to go out, wear a mask. That's all I have to say.
That's actually the beauty of the mask thing, is that it's so socially acceptable to wear one. So yeah, if like you have a cold, like just that's
like you don't need to wear one if you don't have a cold. But if you like you have like a little tickle in your throat and you're like, maybe in like 2 days I'm gonna get a cold, just put on your mask.
Because we've been isolated for so long, so now everything's opening up. We're all connecting again, and I think everything is just like we're just so excited that I think we're just
so
like,
excited.
It's fine.
Yeah.
I've got a cold. I want to see my friends. I haven't seen them in forever. But
just like understand that you can like say no, and you don't need to like do everything all at once either.
Set your boundaries.
Set your motherfucking boundaries.
And you know what? It's like we have plenty of vlogs, plenty of conversations to listen to. So just stay home and like
just stay home and listen to us.
Yeah, that's what you have to do. So
we're wise souls.
All right. Until next week.
Until next week.
Bye.
Bye.